Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video I wanted to talk a bit more about the case that I use to store my graded cards and some of the specifics of it. A longtime viewer and fan of the channel brought it up during my last video in the comments section. Thank you William a lot. And he was curious how many cards my graded case can hold, and he thought that the display panel on the front was looking really cool. Well, I totally agree with that. Now let's take a look inside the case, and I've tried to prepare some stuff for you. I normally store my base set Charizard up here. But yeah, just let's have a look what the possibilities are. Well, to start immediately by answering your question, William, there are 30 cards in this row, so it contains 30 cards, 30 more cards, and you can store 12 in the middle. And then you have 3 up front in the panel. So I guess that makes a total of 65 graded cards, but obviously you can also use it to store other Pokemon card products. Let me take a seat and let's take the camera a bit closer. And hopefully I can show you this way some more articles that I stored inside here. So obviously we have here some graded Pokemon cards of different grading companies, starting off with the Beckett 10 Shining Mew, Shining Legends. Let me take out some. I'm not gonna display everything today, but we have from Shrouded Fable Night Wanderer the Persian in a 10. We have the Houndoom from Night Wanderer in a 10. I think these cards are still really underrated. So is the Ghastly from Wild Force. I really like these art rares. I'm still looking to grade one of my Groudons in a 10 from PSA. That would be really neat. And the Tyranitar too, and maybe a Raichu. Those are my favorite art rares. So you can see the CGC Ult label. I recently made a lot of shorts regarding these cards. And then we have a really cool Armored Mewtwo PSA 9. And I purchased a bunch of these cards, even sealed. I made an episode about that as well. I got 2 copies or 3 copies sealed, and one was entirely ruined because there is a token on the backside in the sealed package. And the person didn't provide any protection during the shipping, so it got wrinkles and dents in it. And basically some creases too, so I'm really glad I have this PSA 9 copy right now. It also holds the CGC new label. It is basically a universal fit for all the graded cards. Now what I did to display some more contents inside the box is putting in these larger card savers. As you can see, they are from Ultra Pro. I have the smaller ones as well. It was a mistake to purchase them. You can see some of these smaller card savers up here, and I do really like the large ones, and the small ones, yeah, it is just a pain, especially if you put in more cards. Some people put in 3 to 4 cards in here to ship them out. But before I really start rambling about some of the contents inside this box, I want to talk a bit more about the specifics. So you have an entire piece of foam that is one piece. If you want, you can pull it out in its entirety. So the upper part and the front part of the suitcase where I store the cards inside the panel looks like this. It's a bit inconvenient that if you carry it around, but it is logically as well. The cards are inserted upside down. You're not placing them like this, but you're placing them like this up here. So this is one piece as well. It is carbon colored. I think it's foam, right? With a really nice finish on top of there. But it was a bit cheaper quality, guys. I got this from Temu, and I ordered some other stuff like an ETB case, which I currently have not in use, but I mean this, the protective case to store an ETB in. It has a magnetic lid, so you can pull it off easily and put it back on as well. I think I'm gonna use this one to store my PC ETB of Obsidian Flames in. So this brand is Kiwashina. I will put it on the screen as well and where I purchased it. And the trick is I didn't really purchase it. I purchased a bunch of other items that were worth over 120 bucks or so in total. And then they gave me a gift, as Temu is really known for free, which happened to be this case. I thought that is perfect, I really can use it. So let's close it up one more time and show you the outside of the case in its entirety as well. Here we have the top, and there is the brand, but it is a reliable product for a lower price. Well, it might not be as fancy as some of the really expensive cases, but it does the job where I got it for. It has some of these things that it won't scratch on your desk when you put it down, or if you take it with you to card shows on the vendor's table. It is quite sturdy as well. Here a close-up of the lid. It is just simply like this, pulling it over and then taking the lid off, and then you can open it. But yeah, like I said, it really does the job. I'm really normally not putting in all my PSA graded cards in this case. I'm storing them left and right and just having them around the room as well. I have some other display methods too. This is one of the other items that I purchased from Temu at that time, and usually I use it to store my PSA 10 and PSA 9 Pichu cards in here. It is basically a photo frame, and then it is made suitable for PSA graded cards and perhaps other graded cards, but I have not tested that. But indeed, William, this is a cool display piece as well. I don't really prefer to take it with me and showing off all the expensive items that I have. But to display it in a room or in a studio, yeah, it is perfect for that too. So to take a better look at the bottom of the case here as well, it looks like this. It is solid, it looks loose, but that's just so you can open it, the mechanism. And I saw in my purchase receipt that I have it now for around 6 months. I purchased it in the summer, or I got it in the summer at least. I haven't taken it with me anywhere. I usually do all my orders online and people order from me online as well. But yeah, it also makes a great storage space, and it is not perfect. It's not the best quality. It is decent quality for the price I paid. I got it for free, but even if you pay like 30 to 50 bucks, you can store some of your Pokemon card booster packs inside there. I have some of these prize packs and the Pikachu McDonald's that everyone was going crazy over. Some Dragon Ball Z booster packs, Journey Together. The only thing that you should take care of and watch out for, if these are flexible, right, these card savers. So if you put it too far in the back row, what you will have is that this foam comes down and it could crush or really make creases in the top loader, and it might harm your cards too in the end. So I'm not putting any of these flexible card savers or top loaders in front and the last row, so that you can easily close it down and don't have to worry that something is going wrong. And then we have some cards that I saved for grading. I might send some cards eventually. I want to try to wait until PSA comes to Europe. Yunaga by Pikachu purchased for 40 bucks a couple of times, sold for 45, 43, 46. And this is the only one that I have left. It's now going for around 100 bucks, I believe. I'm not sure. Then we have the Lugia that I thought was perfectly centered, and it is a great quality, flawless basically. I pulled this card a couple of months ago. I wanted to sell it immediately, and I wanted to recoup some of the money for me opening the booster packs for a video. But the longer I had it sitting listed online, I thought, okay, I take it offline and then we're going to send it for grading. And then some more of these simplified Chinese Liko and Sprigatito cards. I think these are really cool from the first Gem Pack Volume 1. Getting some more cards out here. The Mew V from Fusion Strike, a really great quality card as well, purchased for 50 bucks. Have been sitting in my collection for a long time, as so did this Zapdos EX, sitting in my collection for a really long time, just waiting. I wanted to add this to my Zapdos collection, but I thought it was a bit too expensive to just put it in a binder, but that's just me. So usually I store these cards in the card savers in boxes like these from Ultra Pro, where the card savers are usually delivered in. They're usually coming in boxes of these like 200 pieces. So as you can see, we have some top loaders in here as well. You can actually store the top loaders in here quite well, but if it is a lot of wiggling around with the suitcase, the cards and the packs will fall over like that, and if you open it up you have to check it every time again if you have it in some kind of sort. And then we have some more in the smaller semi-rigid card savers, and I think I will replace them eventually with the larger ones, but some really cool cards in really great condition. I might send some of these cards off for grading as well. This I got from a buddy actually for helping him out with his Pokemon card collection a long time ago. Still not sure which version this is. I think it is the old school one from 2000 or 1999, I'm not sure. And then the Espeon that I pulled way back 2022, I believe. And then we have the Blastoise EX that I traded for around 60, 70, maybe 80 bucks. And I'm really glad I still have it. I'm not intending to sell it, or maybe I'm even going to grade it. So yeah, there you have it folks, a little bit of information about the suitcase. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Hopefully I can make one more video this week.